Howdy friends, I'm chilling at a campground. We're expecting storms later, but I'm just doing a little cooking. So while that's happening, I thought I'd tell you about a story time story that just happened to me a couple nights ago at work. This could have been bad. It was very unusual, to say the least. But I work at a grocery store. I'm one of the managers, and I was in the back stock room by the baler, and somebody had spilled like some type of oil, olive oil or something like that, and it was messy, slippery. So I decided I'm going to use cat litter to absorb that and then sweep that up. So as I'm doing that, I'm like, man, something stinks really bad. I was like, I have bad sinuses, so I'm thinking like, wow, if I could smell it, it's got to be pretty bad. And so I just thought it was something with the cat litter, whatever the ingredients are in cat litter. And so all of a sudden I hear them page me. The real young manager up front, he pages me, and I can hear panic in his voice, and he said something at the tail end I didn't quite catch. A lot of noise in the back room there, so I could tell, definitely had panic. So I go busting out the black double doors, and I see the whole back of the store is filled with smoke. So I'm like, oh crap. So I'm running up front to see what's going on, because I'm not sure what is going on. I get up there. I'm like, who paged me? What's going on? And they're like, they need you on aisle 9. I go to aisle 9, and that's the aisle where we have the lighter fluid, the matches, the hickory chunks, all the charcoal, all of your outdoor cooking stuff, right? So the the matches that I like to use when I'm camping, the ones I have in the van, it's a 3-pack. They're pretty big. They're longer ones, and they work really well. Well, somehow I was told they spontaneously combusted. I'm like, what? And the guy's holding one of the 3-pack that's wrapped in plastic, and it is super hot. They hand it to me, which, I'm like, come on. But it's super hot. But the funny thing is, the plastic wasn't melted, but it was hot on the inside. It was really weird. So I'm like, all right. So I take that to the back. I douse it with, water and all that, and I put it outside on the asphalt, not next to anything, so it doesn't, catch something else on fire. And the only thing I could think of that I was telling them was at our store, we have, for whatever reason, I don't know what causes this because I'm not that smart, but we have a lot of static electricity. People constantly, are getting shocked when they touch our shelves. So that's what I attributed it to. I told them, I said, well, the only thing I can think of that could start that is some type of shock. And they're like, oh, yeah. So then found out the next day there had been a young kid. I forget what they said, about 11 years old or something. He was doing something, and it specifically says on the package, do not drop, or something, has warnings on it. So the kid dropped one, put it back up, for whatever reason, grabbed it. I don't know, but somehow, I guess the kid started it. It wasn't spontaneous combustion, but he did drop it. So just be aware of that. It's kind of good to know in a way, because I do have them in my van, and if I'm not careful and step on them or whatever, they could start a fire. But just thought I'd tell you that story. Y'all have a good night. Today is Sunday, I think it's the 9th. Anyway, we're supposed to get real bad storms for about 2 hours, starting at about 6 or 7 o'clock tonight. So I'll see you when I see you. I don't know what I'll be doing, but I'll be hunkered down in the van, waiting for a tree limb to fall. Peace out, my friends.